Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants since 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Play action. Now Williams. That's complete. Luke and Vernon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there for the catch and run.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. For the Bears at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the whole crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You look at this Niner defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Leave.
On play action, here's Williams. That's downfield. He's got one. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Carson Wentz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tag on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry here for Jordan James. And grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. Well, he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the line game. Back to the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Williams.
God damn it.
Anytime they think they've got to move him beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Holy.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw, Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Santos' kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And we'll get this up just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. On the ground, it's James. And he stops immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a third and 6.
Lee.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so now it comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps.
10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Looking to throw is Williams. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the shotgun, throw for Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First carry for the Eagles. And a nice job to break through the one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they're going to stop it on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
They run it with James. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so. I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bears are going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop there in his first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Williams. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down to pick up the 5 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Back to throw. Williams.
Oh, my God.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Burrell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start falling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And the 49er first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. Pretty good burst there as he gets across midfield and down to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the change.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And nothing doing it. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cisco there on the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and not get free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Room to move up to 35. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. To give him a gain of 38.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw an interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and moving the football. But something they must build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on this game before it and get back to it. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, it leads to be 4th down. And Bojorquez on the punt as he gets it away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, it's Williams. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that ball's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's pretty well downfield as well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Williams. They'll try and do this himself. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's good. For the Bears. 1st down.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's exposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing in this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second and 10. He'll drop the throw. That one taken over by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. It's Javon Dexter who got him to drop it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. Down the right sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First down. A pickup of 44 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll drop the throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, fourth quarter, nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. And fired. They get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 29-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run. Monongai. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and try to add to this lead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Oh, he'll level and go deep for Higgins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they've got to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And a 49er first down.
Here's James. It's a 6-yard pickup that gets him to 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. James. I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the ball alive. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as they knocked down and incomplete. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Down the middle they go. It's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. Able to find his. And he gets this early to the 44-yard line, but not near enough to keep the drive alive. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, he's got a little delay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. On the RPO to keep it himself. And able to get this down inside the 15, 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble and second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contest well timed there. And now the fourth down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunity, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
First and goal, San Francisco.
They'll set up a throw. And he's across field, touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you needed to get in sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.